Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. I'm off to Port Kembla today, so if you're in the area and want a reading, I will be there from about 9:30 to about 2 roughly, if you want to come in. I think I have a couple of appointments booked, but we can definitely fit you in. Remember, this Friday week we have a platform event at Port Kembla, so again, if you're in the area, I'm understanding there's still a few tickets left. If you would like tickets for those, you can check on my Facebook page. It's tickets through Eventbrite. And the 20th, I'm in Newcastle at Merewether at a fair there. So if you're interested in seeing me there, come on down. All right, other than that, you will see me here and on TikTok mainly. So if you want to catch up with me, and as I said, face-to-face readings on Thursdays out of Port Kembla. All my details are on my Facebook page at The Aussie Goddess or on my website at www.theaussiegoddess.com. Okay, let's get into your reading. We've had a lot of readings on love and lessons, and even though I'd sort of detoxified from YouTube watching things myself, I got back to watching a few things this week, and everybody else's readings are on point with mine. So I know astrologically I do pick up on the energies. I've got a couple of people who confirm that for me, so that's really beautiful. But yeah, a lot of love. We did a live on Tuesday and it was all love readings, so hopefully we'll all find new love soon. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to read from the... Wow, okay. The Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Oh, we've gone all dark or light. Okay, we'll go with the light. It'll sort itself out. I have the Star card coming through here. The Star card is a beautiful card. It talks about faith. It talks about hope, which is what we all should have. But we very often allow our egos to jump in and tell us, you know, what we don't want to hear. And sometimes you're more inclined to listen to your ego. You might have a bit more of a negative mindset and you will listen to your ego over your intuition. But I bet every one of you can tell me of a time when you knew something was going to happen and it happened. So if you trusted more, you'd be able to do that a lot more freely. But when you sort of keep listening to your ego, it becomes stronger and more powerful. And then you can get very stuck in that 3D energy. The Star card talks about having that faith, having that energy of healing, getting yourself to a point where you can trust that intuition without pulling yourself down, keeping your vibration high so that you are manifesting into your life what you want to have. But the other thing the Star talks about, which I think is beautiful, other than the fact you could be a star or you could be heading for stardom, is the fact that it talks about your destiny, what is on your path for you. It's already laid out for you long before you come to the earth. For those who believe that you make up Akashic records or you have a record in this lifetime. People believe different things, and that's okay. We all sit with what we feel comfortable with. But for some of us, we believe all events are predestined. Whether you choose them or not, they're already predestined. The Star card talks about destiny. And destiny is predestined. It's not something you choose. It's something that was already on your pathway. So there's the Star card coming through, followed by the Two of Pentacles. Wow, you seem to have some sort of choice here, a choice of direction. There is some balance required here, though, of choosing between your heart and your head. I feel for some of you, there may be two options, and it may be even in those two options that you are choosing to either follow what your head is saying or choosing what your heart is saying. And your logic is different to your ego. Remember that. Your ego is ultimately there to protect you. It's just you've got to sort through what parts of my ego are helpful and what parts aren't. And the parts that aren't are usually other people getting in your ear. The parts that are the parts you've learned yourself. But very often we're coerced from very young children into believing things are a certain way, and we grow up with that illusion. Here you're choosing between something. Okay, Eight of Wands. All right. Some of you are ready here with the Star, the Two of Pentacles, and now the Eight of Wands to communicate with someone. There is a strong feeling that you need to make communication with someone here, but you're tossing up whether now is the right time. The Star card, no, that says to me that you know that this is something. It's like you're being drawn to something here with the Star card. You're being drawn to something on your path. And there's some sort of decision here, whether to go with your head or your heart. Now, when I see communication, I'm feeling here, is your head saying to you, don't do it, and your heart saying, go ahead and do it. And you're trying to decide which way to go because you're sending some sort of communication here. Now, we could always be talking about someone that you're dealing with. So this may not necessarily be your energy, but you may be picking up on this energy. You may be feeling this energy yourself. But there's communication going backwards and forwards here. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, you could be communicating to someone that you're single. You could be communicating to someone that you've become single. You're now single. Maybe you've come in to let someone know you're available, because we have the Knight of Wands behind that. So I'm feeling for some of you here, somebody may be in contact with you because it may not just be that they've become single. I feel like for some of them, they may be financially in a better place to make an offer now with this Knight of Wands. I feel that there's something here. You may have had a crush. I want to say maybe you've got a crush on someone. Maybe you're feeling a strong draw to someone. But I want to say to you, this energy here makes me feel like the person that you are trying to draw in or trying to bring towards you or manifesting is feeling the same energy as you. Feels very, very much like a mutually strong energy. The Knight of Wands with the Two of Swords, rightio. So whoever this person is, I feel like either they are contemplating getting in touch with you, or you are contemplating getting in touch with them. Because there's some sort of decision here on whether to make, that's what you're trying to do with the head over heart, whether to make some sort of, I want to say commitment here with this Three of Pentacles. But the Three of Pentacles always comes to me as a soul contract. So it's almost like you already understand that you have something destined here. Because what you're being drawn to is your destiny. It's like you already know that. You know, it's like you know the way. It's like going somewhere and automatically knowing the way to get there, even though you may never have been there before. There is a choice to be made here, and I feel like it's investing in someone that you know you are either meant to be with, or you're strongly drawn to someone that you want to build something with. There is no doubt in my mind here that you are both on the same page. You're both being drawn to something, some sort of destined event. Oh, we have the Seven of Cups and the Emperor. Okay. Some of you here, some of you are thinking this is just a dream. It's just your imagination. It's not real. Maybe you're a little confused with that Two of Pentacles. If you're going through the ego, trying to work with your spirit, when your spirit knows and your ego is telling you it's not possible, it will never happen. That's why when we say pull away from people, it's so important, because otherwise you stay in this sort of teeter-totter of tossing up between your head and your heart. And it's best to pull away from this energy and just learn to trust your intuition, having faith. All right. Let's see where this is going. It says, somebody wrote to me last night. Somebody wrote to me, you know who you are. And said to me, I get so many signs from the universe. I get signs all the time, but I actually don't believe them. And see, the thing is, it's pretty crazy, but you can get readings, you can speak to psychics, you can have your own intuition, and they will all tell you something, and you don't believe it. But yet, your ego kicks in once and says, man, that's all bullshit. And all of a sudden, you're believing your ego. Why is that? Why is that we don't trust the 1001 synchronicities that come our way? The things that are so obvious to us. The things we've been told, the readings we've got, and yet we still allow our ego to jump in and tell us it's not true. Why is that? The Three of Wands is here, so you're waiting for something. But I feel here with this Three of Wands, it's great to manifest, and this person is definitely bringing in a manifestation. But sometimes it takes action. Sometimes it takes putting your ego to one side and asking the questions. And if you're still scared to ask the questions, then your ego is still too powerful. If you're too scared to put yourself out there, your ego is still too powerful. If your ego is giving you a lot of messages about why you should, and we've had so many messages about that this week, we are learning to live within a healthy ego, not an unhealthy one. All right, let's see where we're going here. All right, I have the Lovers card coming through. This person is destined for you here. Wheel of Fortune, universe bringing them in for you with the Hanged Man. Again, major arcanas. I love this. Look at this. Look at the energy with these cards. And you think you're not manifesting something? So this person's pulling in some sort of relationship here. I actually feel for some of you, you may have two people coming towards you here. You may be destined to have some sort of choice, because there are two people on the card of the Lovers, which obviously in the beginning was the card of the choice. But I see here this person pulling in two. So if you've been waiting for a long time for somebody to come towards you, they may be drawn towards you at the same time as someone new. You may have some sort of energy of having to pick for your own heart. That's the challenge here, to choose yourself. Something is coming in though. And with the Hanged Man here, I feel that there is a lot of contemplation about the direction you want to go in. So maybe you're calling out to someone or communicating with someone and bringing somebody in here. But I feel like you've got two people coming towards you. Not for everybody. For others of you, I feel that it's the choice of whether to move towards this person or not. And again, it has to be a heartfelt thing. It cannot be ego-driven. You're being asked very, very strongly here to let go of your ego with this karmic energy. You only take notice of your ego if it's telling you you're in real danger. Anything beyond that is worth taking a risk on. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles coming through with the Seven of Pentacles. Oh dear. And the Empress. Wow, we had the Emperor up front and we've got the Empress again. That seems to be coming through a lot in the readings in the last few days. You're definitely really pushing this manifestation here. There's something that you want here with this Seven of Pentacles. I sort of want to say though, that although you're trying to manifest, or you're actually manifesting full stop, there's a feeling here with this Five of Pentacles that you're worried that your manifestation is not happening because you're trying to do it in real time. But I see the Lovers card here, and I do see this manifestation happening with this Three of Wands. But again, it's letting go of the ego. If it doesn't come in the time that you think it should, then find some way to occupy yourself while it's manifesting, because it's coming towards you here. All right, so we have the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. The truth is coming, I tell you. Seven of Wands. Don't push against it. Don't try to control it. Do what you feel is the right thing for you to do here. I feel that you've come a long way because you're in this Empress energy now. You can trust that the work you've done has brought you to the place where you need to be. Many of you, and I speak to many of you, have done some incredibly good work. You've discarded a lot of your childhood trauma. You've let go of past relationships. You've opened your heart. You've done all the things you need to. Trust yourself here, because you are standing in the truth, the beautiful truth that you were born to stand in. Anything else, any denial, any ego, that's all, it's done. It's not necessary for you anymore. So you can't fight this. You can't fight against it. It's destined. I do feel here that you are ready to take some sort of action here. I feel that you know that this is destined, but there's some sort of action that needs to be taken. And if you're still worried about taking the action because your ego says, you know, you might make a fool of yourself or you may be rejected, then at least you know and you can move on with your life. All right, so I feel like something is coming on your path that's destined here. Somebody is trying to make some sort of decision on whether to communicate with someone. I feel like whoever this person is either recently single or now in a position to offer you something. This person is rushing in very, very quickly with a lot of passion here. They have made some sort of decision to follow a soul contract here. Don't resist. If this is you I'm speaking to, don't resist the charge. Don't push against it. Don't fight the challenge with your ego and finding reasons for why you can't do something. You've got to take risks. You've got to be prepared to put yourself out there. And if it doesn't work, well, you know the truth then. You can move on and leave things behind. Maybe that was the lesson you needed to learn here. But you've got to put it out there to find it out. All right, Seven of Wands. I'm clarifying the Seven of Wands with the Magician. I don't need to go any further. Trust that you are manifesting. Don't fight against the manifestation by allowing your ego to keep stepping in and telling you why you're not worthy, why you shouldn't believe in yourself. Because I see you here. There's so many cards of manifestation here. Everything is happening in divine order, as we all say. Some sort of decision is currently being made. Whether that's you and you're taking action, or whether it's the person you're dealing with and they're taking action, this is happening all in the background. All right. Oh, well, that's really interesting. Now, I'll tell you something. I did a reading the other day. I actually think it might have been a personal reading, and these two cards wanted to come out. And they've come out again. Okay, so Come to the Edge is a card of taking risks. This card tells you, it's the card 9 too, how beautiful. This card says to you, if you don't take chances and you don't take risks, how do you know where you're heading? And you know, if you don't do it, it sits in your mind and you ruminate, which means that you do the Eight of Swords energy and you start feeling sorry for yourself because you find all the reasons you can't do something. So that is that procrastination. This card here is saying, come to the edge, take the risk, go for it. What have you got to lose? Ask yourself, what have you got to lose? Because the ego is so fearful. It's so scared. But at the end of the day, if you ask your ego, what have I got to lose here? You'll find that what you've got to lose very often is very small. Because the card we have after that is Treasure Island. And it is the card of number 9. So there's a lot of synchronicities here. And Treasure Island tells you on the other side of that risk lies something beautiful, something you desire, something you want here. And I can hear the turtle going, dude, dude, take a risk. I'll leave you with that. What a beautiful reading. Thanks, everyone.